Hello and welcome to episode 4 of the With the Bentleys podcast.
Hello everybody, thanks for joining.
My name is James.
My name is Daniel,
And I'm Jake.
aka Mr. Bentley.
You're aka Mr. Bentley.
Yeah, that's
Not
right,
Jake.
sorry. Yeah. When I should have said it a bit faster, but I'm a little bit slow, guys. So, Daniel, aka Mr. Bentley, and Jake, aka Mr. Beeswax.
Mr. Beeswax. Is that like
AKA
Mr. Worldwide for Pitbull? Like Jake's song, he just goes, Mr. Beeswax.
That's quite a good name, actually. That's Jake's a rapper name.
Yeah.
Mr. Beeswax.
Lil Beeswax.
Nice.
Lil B.
Lil B's got to be somewhere.
I love it.
Little B. All right, so
The Little B?
we've not really selected some topics, have we?
No.
No.
We just
We kind of rushed into this podcast.
Seeing
the
how it
podcast
goes.
was planned about 20 minutes ago,
Yeah.
half an hour ago.
yeah.
We just jumped in for it.
Jump in. I like jumping in. If you're going to jump in a swimming pool, what end do you jump in? The shallow end or the deep end?
Deep end, obviously.
Whoa.
Who jumps in the shallow end?
Whoa. You can't.
Especially
Really?
you being like 6'2". How are you going to jump
I mean,
in the
I'm not
shallow
going to
end?
jump in the shallow end head first, though, am I, James?
No.
Crack my skull open on the base of the swimming pool.
Dive into pools.
But you could hurt your feet, your legs as well.
Kind of the point.
What?
Oh, are you doing pencil dropping in?
Pencil drop.
Pencil dropping in.
Or just belly flopping?
belly splashing. Does everyone run when a fat guy comes to the next to the pool? He's
Are you running
he's
away?
coming.
Are you running in
It's
the
like
pool?
a bomb, like a bomb's about to go off, Hiroshima or something.
Like a tsunami's coming.
Weird analogy.
Yeah, a piece of salami, you mean?
Salami.
Salami. Tsunami, that's hilarious. The thing is, let's just be clear, guys. Tsunamis are not hilarious.
Tsunamis are not hilarious. They're not funny at
It's
all.
hilarious. Tsunamis are dead serious, guys, alright?
Yeah.
They can have critical impacts on your survival.
Yeah.
Just be clear about that.
Your way with words is very interesting.
They are serious. They are serious things, guys. So just be careful of tsunamis. You just see one rolling by. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Take it easy. You see one rolling by, turn the other way. Don't want to go near one of them tsunamis.
No. Don't.
It's
No
like
way.
seeing a lion in the wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't want to go near that. You can have
How much
critical-
of our audience do you reckon is seeing lions and tsunamis on a regular basis?
I don't really know. There might be a small amount. Oh dear, that's hilarious. Did you see
Right.
that footage of the woman in? I think it was in China actually, where she jumped out of the car
No.
Oh,
and got mauled.
What, by a
Taken
lion?
Did
By,
you see the guy that got mauled by a lion recently? I saw a video about that.
No, I didn't.
Where?
He was like, I think he'd like been training the lion for many, many years, and randomly it just attacked him. He was just like getting out the cage, and then the lion just was like, "I'm having you."
Wow.
Wow.
Just thought this is enough. I've had enough of you, Jeff.
Jeff.
It's
time
time.
to go down, mate. What China? What country was this?
I don't have no idea.
What China? Which China was it? There's only one. Which country was it?
I've no idea.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, I think the one in China.
Did you actually see it get eaten?
You can see it get dragged away. It was.
It's like the one you're talking about. Yeah, it's like a horror film.
Oh, it's horrific. It's horrific.
graphic.
It's CCTV footage of. Apparently, what happened was the man and woman who were in the safari. You get to drive through them, don't you?
Yeah.
One of these safari parks, and they were in it together in the car with their kids. And apparently, they had an argument. The husband and wife. She decided it would be a good idea to get out of the car, walk around to his side to try and take the driver's seat. As she jumped out, she got gripped by a wild, well, not wild, but like,
But a lion that lives in the safari
I think it was a tiger.
Oh, right. Okay.
And it literally grabbed her, and she was like a rag doll. And it dragged her off the camera, so you can't see the rest of what happened. Obviously, you don't really want to, but apparently she died from injuries.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And her husband tried to run off after to try and save her. I would do the same.
Yeah.
I would do the same. I mean, I'd run after
Yeah.
the tiger to try and stop the tiger doing whatever it was going to do. But I mean, they're quick and they're lethal, aren't they?
Yeah,
Do you reckon you could take a tiger in a one-on-one fight?
No.
I think depending on the circumstance, if I've gone into it in defense mode, then it's having me. But if I've gone into it to protect my family, then I think there's a chance you could do some serious damage to a tiger if you were to if you were filled
not
with
that I would ever want to or want anyone to fight a tiger, but
but I think
in a hypothetical
situation where you're amped up and you feel that danger and the adrenaline kicks in, I think your survival nature would kick in, and I think you could do I think you could deal some serious damage.
Yeah, I think you could, but I think you'd need an eye for something to really, or something
to end it.
Yeah, because a tiger.
They are serious. I mean, its claws are like knives.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, and they've got 5 on
and its teeth are like knives. Yeah, you don't want it getting you first. You need to do something something serious very quick.
Sand in the
You
eyes.
need to be quick. That's the thing. They have speed.
They've got speed. They've got strength
speed on the side. Yeah,
a lot of strength.
They could just like nick you and just like take your stomach out.
You could literally just like claw you and your guts would fall out.
Probably, yeah.
How did we get onto this?
Rather gruesome.
If you've never listened to this podcast before, we usually pick 3 topics, but today we're just rambling. We are full on rambling.
If you're enjoying it so far, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like and comment below. If you have any ideas that you think would be suitable for podcasts, then by all means mention them below. But did you see about that guy, just on the topic that we are on, by the way, who jumped into the lion enclosure in the zoo who was high on drugs?
No.
There was a guy who was high on drugs and jumped into a lion enclosure, confronted a male and female lion, and the male lion was trying to protect his missus.
Yeah, like they do.
And was aggressive and obviously clawed him a few times, but he wasn't fearful because he was on drugs. So they ended up using the darts on the lions.
I'm thinking it's the guy then.
They used the darts on the lions. They should have used it on the guy.
It's such an annoying thing where like someone does something stupid like that, like jumps into a lion enclosure, they kill a lion and just like the guy just walks away.
That's awful. Yeah. In my opinion, the person should die.
I mean, I don't think the person should die, but I don't think the animal. That's not what I'm trying to say. I think it's just ridiculous that like a lion just acts as it would naturally, and it just gets killed for it just because some idiot jumps in there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Obviously, they should get some sort of punishment that isn't death.
Yeah, I mean, all right. If you're going to stun someone, don't stun the lion, stun the guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Stun the guy.
Use those darts. They use blow darts, don't they?
Yeah. I
don't think they use blow darts.
They use blow darts. They go.
They probably have like proper like tranquilizer guns, not blow darts.
I think it was blow darts they used. I mean, I don't know if we're going back to the 1950s here or something.
Mr. Bean?
Blow darts. I'm sure it's an Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
Is that what you've been watching?
Blow darts.
Is that where you got this from?
Blow darts. That's hilarious. Yeah, so what else were you going to say about? I think there was definitely something on that subject of the woman getting mauled by the tiger. I mean, I don't know what she was thinking, to be honest.
No, I mean, it's mental, isn't it?
It's awful. I mean, what is she thinking?
And then that poor lion or tiger, whatever it was, will be now put to sleep.
Oh yeah, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. They killed it.
To be honest, why? She's her stupid fault for getting out of the car.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Jake. I agree with you fully.
What does she expect to happen? Walk away from it, and she's getting out with wild animals, and she's going partying with him, and speaking to her husband. Just stay in the car.
Stay in the car. I mean, if you really want to switch driver's seat, then you switch it in the car. You don't get out.
Ridiculous.
Some people, they get too emotional and it takes over, don't they?
Yeah.
But on that subject of, like, you said, can you take on a tiger? Just hypothetically, you heard about these people that do extraordinary things when they're pumped with adrenaline. They feel they need to do something in an emergency situation, and they do amazing feats. Like you hear about stories where an apartment block gets set on fire, and a guy who's a hero runs in and saves people through the flames.
Yeah, or people like getting like extraordinary feats of strength because of the adrenaline, like being able to like lift like cars up and get people out of them and stuff like that.
I've heard stories like that. Yeah, I've 100% heard a story where there was a car apparently had a car crash and flipped over, and there was a woman. Her child was trapped in the car. She managed to get out, and as the car had been obviously flipped on the roof, the kid couldn't get out, so she managed to lift the car and got her kid out. Wow. I mean, I don't know if that's an old wives' tale, but I think it's true from what I know, that people have been able to do kind of amazing feats with the pump with adrenaline, because we're actually a lot stronger than we think we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you just are able to kind of maximize those muscles for a one-time use, that's why you see bodybuilders are able to do like a lot more on like 1 rep max than they are like, you can't just keep doing 500 reps at maximum strength.
No.
Your muscles burn out. So you are able to do something initially as like an amazing strength feat that you weren't aware that you could do, based on your adrenaline pumping through your body.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I definitely think it's possible. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, I think so too. Amazing, really.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like without any external influence, like drugs or anything like that, you can just like manipulate your body into being extraordinary.
Amazing.
It's like it's that guy Wim Hof who does like breathing techniques, and he uses certain breathing techniques to what he says to sort of manipulate the cells in his body to sort of build his immune system, and he uses it to like jump in like ice cold lakes in the Arctic and stuff like that, and goes on like hiking in mountains and stuff like that. And he just does it all through breathing techniques.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Amazing.
Yeah. And they do say you only use part of your brain and stuff, don't they? So maybe.
Yeah, I always hear different stuff like that though. People saying, "Oh, you use 20% of your brain." People saying that's all.
I've heard all sorts of percentages. 60%, 40%, 20%. I don't know how many percent. I use some of my brain and I try and use as much as I can.
Well, I think it's mad how they bottle adrenaline. Because you think they bottle adrenaline to feed to people when they need it, like when they're having a heart attack or in hospital when they need that extra bump to just boom, inject
amazing.
it. But
amazing. I wonder what that's like.
Or just like
is this a new video on the channel? Daniel tries adrenaline shots. Tries to wrap a car on adrenaline.
Fastest car wrap ever. But I think people wonder what the Olympics would be like on adrenaline.
Yeah, because they wouldn't ever be able
that's
to.
the thing.
Just
about
ask the
it.
Russians. They've done enough doping.
They wouldn't be able to figure it out, though, the doping with it, would they?
No,
because you think about it. Unless it's like pig adrenaline that they use in hospital. It must be. It can't be human. They can't have humans like scaring humans like in a lab to bottle their adrenaline, can they? They can't really be doing that sort of thing.
Boom!
Is that how they're doing it?
Getting tigers out
quickly. He's scared. Take out his adrenaline quickly. No, I mean I think amazing how your body produces something naturally that's like you can use it for all sides. I mean, I wonder what God used. What he decided, what he was thinking when he thought, right, I'm going to slam him full of a bit of adrenaline there.
Yeah, it's mad.
It's amazing,
It's
isn't it?
a mad thing that you think your body produces something that actually can make you do extraordinary things.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's almost like your body producing its own like drug in a way, isn't it?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Because it is.
Well, that's what like dopamine and stuff like that is.
Yeah, dopamine.
Or in a way, it's like drugs are sort of manipulating your body into producing those chemicals,
right?
Things.
Wow.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they don't. But I'm pretty sure they do. They do inject you with adrenaline. I don't think.
I think they do. Yeah. I've heard about that, especially when people OD on drugs.
Oh yeah, I've heard
and
about adrenaline shots and stuff.
Their heart goes into sleeping mode. They jam a needle straight through the
ribs.
The rib area, but it's not actually obviously into the ribs. It's between the ribs.
Yeah,
it's got that hard protective layer over your heart and your vital organs here.
Yeah.
And they go straight through into your heart with the needle, but they have to smack it really hard to break it through that
and then it pumps
hard bit.
You.
And the adrenaline goes in and it apparently, kickstarts you back up again. But I mean, something else really that.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
You know, I wouldn't like to be a doctor personally, would you?
Nah, doctor's not for me.
It's quite a grim job, really.
I'm not a fan of like
blood.
Just like cutting into your skin and like needles and stuff like that. Nah, I'm not a fan of it.
No, I'm not a fan either. I'd rather wrap a car.
Yeah, I think it'd be too much.
That's like surgery in its own way.
Yeah,
I mean, taking a car apart, like it's quite a surgical process.
I guess it is. Yeah, I mean, I'm quite surgical about it, but I mean, I'd rather put on white gloves and wrap a car than put on those blue latex ones and slice open someone and do open heart surgery.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, doing stuff like heart surgery and brain surgery. That's like next level stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. You hear about these very skilled jobs where people have to be very, very steady. I mean, I've got to the point where I can use a scalpel with a fresh blade, and I'm actually really accurate with it now. Yeah. I mean, I've built that up over quite a few years, Imagine being a doctor where the pressure's on.
Yeah, because if you miss it, it's life or death for the person.
Oh, imagine.
That is pressure.
Yeah.
It's critical.
There is no greater pressure than that.
No.
Oh, I can't imagine
Digging about inside someone. You just make one wrong move.
Especially when you're cutting down through a certain point that you might need to, but you know to the left and to the right there's arteries. And if you clip those arteries that are travelling, vast quantities of blood,
yeah. They could bleed out.
You could bleed out. You could kill them.
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? Really.
Well, this is a nice and cheery podcast, isn't it?
It's changed its tune, hasn't
If you've made it this far, my friends, don't forget to hit subscribe and press the like button, because we need people to smash that like button. Smash it right now. Hit it. And we're going to gain subscribers. We don't just care about numbers here. We care about our community, and we are attempting to do podcasts. We enjoy doing them. I
enjoy them.
I enjoy podcast number 4. This podcast number 4 is going excellent.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it as well.
It's going very, very well.
What else should we talk about? Anyone got any more?
Let's steer off.
Speaking of sort of like enhancing yourself or just like enhancing your body, we were talking yesterday about what are they called? Sensory deprivation tanks.
Oh,
and people using sensory deprivation tanks to sort of almost meditate in a sense and sort of reflect themselves. Have you heard about these, Jake?
No.
Sensory deprivation tanks.
Oh,
so there's these things.
Yes,
I'm not sure exactly what's in them.
Break it
but
down.
it's basically like a tank full of water. I think they have like some sort of salt water in them as well.
Right.
And it's like completely black.
Yes, it
you
is
can't
salt
hear
water. Yeah.
anything. And you basically just go in and lie in this like salt water. I think salt water because it holds you like at a certain level, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, like the.
So you don't sink.
Like the Dead Sea. Like the Dead Sea.
Yeah. So you don't sink.
Yeah.
So you basically just lie in salt water. You can't hear anything. You can't see anything. It's completely black, and you just like sit there. Like they call it sensory deprivation tank because senses are just gone completely.
Wow.
And people just go in and they just like use it to like meditate or just like think over everything.
Is the water warm?
Yeah. I mean, it must be. I think they probably must have it at like body
It's
temperature because then you can't feel it.
Right.
So basically, you got your 5 senses, which are touch, taste, smell, hearing, and there's another one. What is it?
Wait, what?
Touch, taste, hearing,
sight,
smell, and sight. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Wow.
There you go.
That took us way too long to get to that.
There you go. That's what they are.
Wow.
So basically, if you've got the sight one, that's eliminated because you go in there. It's black.
Yeah, it's dark. Yeah.
So your eyes are eliminated.
Right.
It's quiet, so you can't hear anything.
Yeah.
So that's those 2 senses are gone immediately. And because you're floating on the water, your body's not actually in connection with anything.
No,
you're just
you can't
floating.
touch anything.
So you can't touch anything either. You can't smell anything, and you can't taste anything because you're not chewing on anything.
It's like almost like your mind is just like
no, it's just like the room you're in doesn't smell of anything. It's just a neutral.
But I mean, you've got like a mask on to breathe.
No, because there's air in the room.
Oh right, so you're not under the water.
You're not going into
no.
vacuum.
You're just chilling on top of the water.
Yeah, you just lie in that bath of water, and there's nothing around you that's giving you external information.
Right.
So all you've got is your own brain with its own activities.
It's almost like taking your physical body away from your mind because you feel everything, like your senses or your mind experiencing through your body, but taking that aspect away and your mind is just there.
Yeah, because right now I'm feeling the chair on my. It's quite a soft chair.
Yeah.
I quite like this chair.
Yeah.
It's nice, and I can feel it move, and I feel the pressure of the table on my leg here and stuff, and I can rub
and
myself.
you're hearing everything externally.
And I'm bouncing off your guys' feedback, and I can feel my jaws like moving about and stuff. But like if you're not doing anything, sometimes you're lying in bed at night and your brain's just wandering. I think it'd be a much more advanced version of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can see what you're
literally
saying.
being alone with your thoughts.
It's like a think tank.
Yeah.
Almost.
Guess that's what it is. Yeah.
So now you've mentioned that. Now what?
That's just it's mad, isn't it?
It sounds like a pretty. I've got something that we could say.
Would you ever want to do it?
I've heard. I'd do it. Yeah.
Oh, 100%. I really want to do it.
I want to
do it one day.
I want to do it.
Let's go. I've got a little topic that I actually saw. It reminded me when you said like a think tank. It's a bit not as nice topic, but basically, like euthanasia is big in some countries like Switzerland and stuff, where people say when you want to end your own life, you can end your own life. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw this guy, and he invented this it was like it was called the Suicide Pod, right?
I think I've heard this.
And it's kind of the same sort of thing. You go into this pod and you buy this basically pod of this guy, and you get in it and you press a button and it fills it with nitrogen. Yeah, nitrogen. So we can't breathe nitrogen. We do breathe it, but there's oxygen in our air, so we can.
It's like pure nitrogen.
Yeah, it's pure nitrogen. So there's no oxygen, no carbon dioxide, but it basically just suffocates you. And but like, do you think that's right, guys? As a way of, do you think that's wrong what he's done by he's invented that and he's selling it to people to end their own life, or do you think it's if someone wants to die, they can do it when they want to do it?
I mean, I have total sympathy for people who want to commit suicide.
Yeah, I think you only get one life, and realistically, the chances that you would be alive is like you've got such a high, like there's such a low percentage of you actually being born. Like, why would anyone want to kill themselves? But then there's people like who are dying of cancer. Or
I have total sympathy for people that want to commit suicide.
Yeah.
That's probably what he intended it for, isn't it? For people who want to perform euthanasia, like they're in a terminal condition or they're old and they just want an easy way out.
Yeah, that's the only reason that I'd say that it's all right is when it's somebody who is dying anyway. They've got a cancer or whatever, and they don't want to get to the stage where they're weak and the family see them like just basically just withering away. And I think that you're better off doing what you want and then going out peacefully rather than being like, because it's not nice when people die of cancer. Like they don't, like people say they don't have pain because they have painkillers, but they do have a bit of pain. Really, it's not a nice thing to do, is it? To your family watch you do that.
It's horrible, yeah.
Yeah, it's the main grey area is when, because people always bring up like what if people don't have the ability to say what they want to happen.
Yeah.
Like if someone's like in a vegetable state or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand it because I've been battling suicide thoughts since like before teenage years.
Really?
Yeah, I've always battled suicide thoughts, but not like as a constant thing.
Right.
But over the years, definitely,
You've had.
I've had suicidal thoughts many times, and I completely understand because I think there's people where they don't view the world like me and you.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that based on the stance that you've said today, I view the world differently to you.
Yeah,
you know, we all view it differently. And I think some people, they feel like they can take control of their own life.
Yeah.
And make the decision for themselves.
Yeah.
But the contrary argument to that is you didn't ask to be born, so why should you? Why should you? If you didn't have control over being born, you shouldn't have control over dying either.
Yeah.
You just die when you die. There's a lot of psychology that goes behind it, but I think it really comes down to a number of things. It can come down to mental disorders.
Yeah. I think
It can come down to biological disorders.
Yeah.
You know, like if you've lost a limb and you used to be a track runner.
Yeah.
You know, I can imagine how that person feels.
You feel like your life was over.
Your life's over because you know everything that you're good at suddenly is gone.
Suddenly is gone. Yeah.
So what are you going to do? You know, some people feel like they don't want to continue life, and I can totally understand that, and I can sympathise with that.
Yeah.
However, is killing yourself the best solution? Maybe
That's the thing.
Maybe they think it is.
Maybe they do.
Maybe they think, that's the only
that's what
solution.
happens,
That's
yeah.
what, I don't want to continue my life. You know, and who are we to say?
No, I do agree. I do agree with you in a way that there's no government or anyone should say to anyone that you can't do what you want to do.
Yeah, I don't think it's any government's like any government is in the position to say you must live. You have to live.
Definitely.
But it's tough because like obviously someone can get into the point where they really genuinely think I don't want to be alive anymore. I just want to kill myself. But there's always the chance that it could get better.
Yeah,
that's the main issue. Like,
yeah.
Especially if it's like if they've got serious mental health issues that they could have gone and got help for. Like, because people with like severe depression, the thing with depression is they cannot see a better way.
Right,
they can't see. It's like being in the bottom of a well and you can't see the top.
Yeah.
And you might just need some external help to get you out of that.
Yeah, it's like people. I heard a story the other day of someone that was standing on a bridge in Manchester, gonna jump off, and they basically what happened was someone caught them, persuaded them not to get off, and obviously they didn't do it. So, like, but if it was easy for someone to do it they could buy this machine and they could sit in it and just do it, and no one was there to protect them. Is it a way of
is it making it easier?
Is it making it too easy for the people who might not really want to do it, but like after they have some confrontation with someone about it, then it happens. But if
I think the guy who made the machine's a total psychopath.
Yeah, he's basically
sounds
a mass
like
murderer,
an absolute nutcase, doesn't he?
It's crazy, isn't it?
What's he thinking? Oh, I think I'll make a machine where it makes people able to kill themselves very easily. That's a great idea.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, but he might just be doing it from a point of compassion where he's seen loads of people that are in pain and just thinks like, I could provide a painless solution to this.
Oh my goodness! I mean the whole subject itself is so like
there's such a grey area.
It's so great. I mean that's why some countries they do allow you to do it in controlled environments, but like some countries like they don't let you do it. I mean, it's
sad. I mean, I look at some people, and you know the state of their life. You think to yourselves, why haven't they killed themselves yet?
Wow.
but then you look at loads of rich millionaires, and they're all totting themselves off while the person sat on the street hasn't killed themselves yet. It's crazy.
It's mad. It's
like it's just down to the person, isn't it? You might think, oh, this person actually is more likely to commit suicide than this person, but statistically.
It's the people who are better off.
The people
usually.
who are in amazing circumstances, the people that have got a family, the people that have got plenty of money, the people that live in Los Angeles and drive a Maserati or whatever, they're the ones that kill themselves.
Yeah, because they're not happy, because they've never been happy, because they've not... Yeah,
they've spent their entire life chasing dreams and hopes.
It's mad, isn't it?
To finally achieve all the things they want and realise it's pointless.
Yeah.
Like, what is the point in me becoming a millionaire? You know, I'm not happy. My wife's sleeping with some other guy.
Yeah.
You know, my kids think I'm a loser and take drugs.
Yeah.
So he thinks to himself, you know what? I'm just going to kill myself. You know, and then the person sat on the street, actually, you know what? He's got a dog called Bruno he loves, right? And the dog loves him.
Yeah.
He gets money given to him by strangers every day. He's got a Greg's pasty, you know, and he's got a cup with £2.50 in it.
Yeah, I mean...
Right? He's got a free cigarette from somebody that gives it him down the street. And he's got some kind of purpose to life, and he lives each day as it comes. So you never know who really wants to commit suicide and for what reasons.
Yeah, it's such a strange area to talk about because you can't really...
Everyone's different. Yeah. Everyone's different.
You don't know what anyone else is thinking either. So it's... I mean, I think the guy's made a machine that's really shouldn't be allowed to be sold because it's...
Yeah, but you could say the same thing for knives as well, though, couldn't you?
Yeah, but...
Could say the same thing for knives.
There's definitely an ethical issue with if he's selling this and making money off it and if he's trying to make a business out of it. I think there's some shady
But death's a big
stuff
business.
there.
Death's huge.
Yeah.
Coffins.
The one thing...
But just the notion of...
I might start offering a service.
Of a man making money off...
I've just come up with a new business idea. If Rikki's in the background, I've come up with a new business idea, my wife. That's vinyl wrapping coffins. If anyone needs a chrome coffin, make sure you hit up Arjie Customs. We operate in the Manchester area but are able to travel across the UK. We take deliveries on site of coffins. So if you need any wrapped, let us know. And plastic is not biodegradable. So what we'd suggest is you burn it. Okay, so if you are going to die, then we'd say it's cremated only, not buried, okay? And per coffin in chrome, we charge £4,000. And per coffin in gloss or matte or satin finishes, that cost £2,000. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. And what was the next subject? Well, I don't know. Just plugged my coffin business.
I'm still trying to process that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Just said that. I don't think we can get much darker from here. So any subject, pretty much, is better than this.
All right. What about the royal wedding everyone's talking about? What do you think about this, guys?
The royal wedding. Yeah.
It's all over the
news. It's almost like a cliche thing to say now, but I really don't care.
The royal wedding.
Well,
when are they getting married?
Friday.
Oh, this Friday coming.
Friday? Wow, I thought it was like months away.
It's going to be on TV.
Is it Friday? 19th. It might be Saturday.
Is it going to be on TV? Is it?
I think it's Saturday.
They're going to have to do the whole formal thing, aren't they? The royalty at the end of the day.
Yeah. But she's been married before.
She's been married before.
It's not usual for the royals to allow that sort of stuff to happen. You know, the Queen actually denied her sister from marrying some guy because he'd been married already.
Yes.
So this is quite almost like a revolutionary thing for the royal family, isn't it?
Yeah, Harry's always been a little bit, you know, a bit of a
geezer.
A bit of a boy,
in the army and all that stuff.
Yeah, fly a plane or whatever, yeah. But he's been a bit of that kind of guy. He's been like that kind of guy, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Harry.
Yeah, he has been a bit of a geezer.
I mean, I can't say I'm a fan of the royal family. I mean, I don't support.
Saturday it is.
I'm just not a big fan of putting the people on pedestals, really.
Yes, I agree.
Just based on their heritage.
Like I said, if you've made it this far, then thanks for watching. We are trying to upload on a regular basis.
Congratulations if you've made it this far.
Yeah. I mean, it has been an entertaining one.
This has been a good one. Without any past 12 weeks, we just went through. We've done just as much rambling, pretty much.
Anyway, on another note, Rikki bought me a bunch more Tassimo pods.
Oh yeah,
we've gone through so many of them in the past month or so.
They are they're quite a lot of packaging for very little coffee, really, isn't it? I mean, it's disappointing, but it's very efficient at the same time. If you want hot chocolate, you slam a hot chocolate pod. If you want coffee, you slam a coffee pod. If you want milk, you add a bit of milk with a milk pod. It's quite simple. It's self-explanatory, but it just takes up a lot of packaging. This is another reason the whole world's going to go down is because of packaging.
Tassimo.
It's going to
taking the world down.
It's going to take thousands of years for the earth to fix itself and because of all this plastic.
And the foil.
Where do they make plastic from anyway? What's it made from? I know it's a man-made material, but what's it made from?
I'll Google it.
Because it's not good for the environment, but it does come from the environment, so that doesn't make any sense, does it?
I don't know.
It's a bit strange. No one's ever told me that before. I just thought a new thought, guys. My brain just thought a new thought that I'd never thought before.
Well, it's not that it doesn't like decompose at all. Like it's just like that forever because everything
takes a long
breaks
time.
down. Yeah, it's just doesn't break down.
Well, they say orange skin takes like 4,000 years to decompose.
Get off.
Orange skin.
Never.
Orange skin,
what a load of rubbish.
I don't see many orange skins knocking about, so I don't know where they are.
Yeah, but
4,000 years.
Just put a camera on an orange peel, time lapse it for 4,000 years.
4,000 years though?
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm sure it said 4,000.
No one's lived 4,000.
4,000.
No one's lived 4,000 years.
Yeah, but you wouldn't need to live for 4,000 years to get a rough estimate of how long it'd take to break down.
You'd have to watch it for a long time.
Scientists
Well, if you could just work out the rate at which is breaking down, you could probably get a decent guess.
Depends on environmental indications.
Same as
plastic is made from oil.
Oh, of course it is. I knew that.
Oil is rich in carbon. Raw
it's made
material.
from oil. Yeah, that's why we go through so much oil, isn't it?
Large carbon containing.
There's a number of reasons. Yeah.
They are large.
We go through barrels and barrels of that stuff.
Polymers.
I mean, you think about how many barrels of oil we go through.
What happens when the oil's gone?
I mean, I don't just mean baby oil. I mean like the actual raw crude oil.
Baby oil.
Yeah, I don't mean the Johnson stuff. I mean like the actual Arabian crude oil that's dug out of the ground, sucked out from
There's
the
wells of
depths
Johnson's
below.
baby oil in Saudi Arabia.
We suck it out of the ground, don't we? That's what we do. We use long straws. Basically, all we do is bore a hole through the planet, right? Stick in a long straw and suck it all out by the barrel load.
Exactly how it goes on.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. The amount of litres of oil we go through, I don't think you can count it in litres, can you? Because it's that much.
Probably not, no.
It's actually that much that the amount of oil that humans go through.
No, they count in barrels, don't they?
Yeah, because it's too much.
That's how it gets sold by a barrel.
Yeah, it's too much. I mean, we go through so much oil. That's why they say we're going to run out because
we will run out.
They predicted they were going to reach peak oil like back in like the 80s or 90s or something like that, and I'm not sure if we've actually reached it yet.
What's this
Keeps getting
fracking?
pushed back.
Fracking.
What's
Fracking is getting gas.
Gas
out.
Yeah,
out of the ground.
Is
So
like
they
it's potentially very dangerous. Though.
They drill a hole,
Right.
and they basically push water down the hole,
Okay.
and then the water releases the gas
Okay.
out of the ground,
Okay.
so you can get it out of the
What's wrong with that?
Because what happens is it can what's the word for it? It can mess the water table up or something, or
What? And England's just going to move to Australia?
infect the ground.
Infect the ground?
Yeah, like contaminate the ground.
Oh no, there's water under the ground.
No, like it can.
Have you ever heard of a well?
Contaminate the water
It's
table.
not how it works. No, it can seriously damage areas.
I'm not sure. I'm
Big
not sure.
fights in recent years to
Yeah.
prevent
I know.
fracking.
I know.
Fracking's not good.
But companies seem okay with it.
Yeah, obviously because they're making money out of it, and they're not having to deal with the consequences.
They don't live on the ground that it's getting.
Yeah.
If you guys live in the Salford
If
area,
anything you know about corporations is they don't care about other people; they care about themselves.
Oh right, okay. No.
Right, weren't they doing some fracking round here?
I think there might have been something around it.
I'm sure there's some fracking round here. I'm sure
There's
there was
quite
like
a few.
What do you need?
Quite a lot of uppressed in
Why
recent
don't I
years.
get trying? Drill a hole in the workshop and get fracking.
Imagine that. Get some straws.
Stop vinyl wrapping and just start fracking.
Imagine. Whoa, guys, we've started a new career again.
If I come
First
in,
it was coffins and now it's fracking.
if I come in tomorrow and you've drilled a hole in the ground and you've got a crazy straw trying to suck out some gas,
The first thing I'd get to would be concrete, wouldn't it? And
Yeah,
after
yeah.
that, it
You'd
would
need
be
a
soil.
big drill.
And then after the soil, it would be water. Right? Then you have to go through the actual crustation, don't you?
Yeah. No,
And
you don't think you have to go that far.
No, you have to go down pretty far for fracking.
Yeah, you have to go far.
This is the
Past the water. There you go. There's the water. That's the
Drill.
normal.
drill a well.
There's the normal water is like below the ground, but then you can go through the water
At what point do you reach the Teenage
into
Mutant Ninja
more
Turtles?
ground. Yeah, past where the
The
Ninja Turtles are.
Yeah.
The reason why because it can affect the drinking water. Because this fracking water can infect the drinking water.
Okay.
That's why it's an issue.
Oh, filter the water.
It's not that simple.
Filter it.
Filter.
Just get a Brita filter, you'll be sorted.
We are
Have
quite
you seen those
controversial,
filter
aren't we?
things that you can put anything in now? There's like a bottle that you can buy,
Yeah, I've seen
and you can like just
camping
basically go and get like water, like you can put wee in it, and then
Okay.
it'll like it's
Filter it.
It'll filter it to just pure water.
That's amazing. I know you can do the same thing with reeds in a puddle, can't you?
Reeds in a bottle.
Yeah, you get reeds, right? You shove them
Bear
all
Grylls
together.
over here.
With like charcoal.
You shove them all together, and then you get a straw and you suck through, and it filters the water for you. Obviously, it takes out the main contaminants, like bits of grit and all that stuff that you don't really want in your mouth, do you? To be
Not
honest,
particularly, no.
no, I don't really want to be licking bits of grit, really. Anyway, by the way, guys, I had somebody... Sorry, I wasn't talking into my mic the proper way. I had somebody compliment us on the Arjie Customs channel.
Really?
Yes.
What did you say?
They said, I'm not that keen on with the Bentleys. Thanks for watching. And
At
I
least you tried.
and I like the Arjie Customs. I was like, thanks for
That's
watching. So, yeah, guys, if you have made it this far, and you've got any channel suggestions, make sure you hit us up. Let us know what those channel suggestions are. We obviously want to progress the channel and get a bit more of a following. Would be nice, so we can build a community around what it is that we're doing.
Yeah.
So keep watching, keep up to date with the things that we're keeping up to date with, such as our podcasts and our weekly episodes, and hit the notification bell so you can see when we upload as soon as we do upload, because we're uploading 3 times a week, pretty much every single week. And if you have got any channel suggestions, bam, 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 get typing or get thumbing. Using your thumbs down below. Some people thumb, some people finger, don't they? Do you finger or do you thumb? Because I hold my phone. I hold my phone like this, and I use my thumbs.
Dangerous territory.
But
Yeah.
some people like type like that with their fingers.
I usually use my thumbs.
I use my thumbs. But I've seen old
Thumbs.
people. Old people use fingers.
I was thinking every time I see,
And they do it
yeah.
you know someone's a mum if they've got their phone out and they're using their other finger to point.
Yeah,
And they've got the holding the phone
100%.
like that, and they're just going.
100%. Like you see old people.
It's anyone like over the age of 40
all the time. Yeah.
He's like because he's not used to it.
Imagine trying to say I'm going home. How long it would take? I am space. It'd take forever.
It's like when you used to have like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons, and you used to have to press it 3 times.
How did we survive with those? How did we survive?
Oh, they were awful in every single way, weren't they?
I had one of the old ones where that had like an actual keyboard that you slid out from the side. That felt amazing.
Do you remember Blackberries?
Yeah. Blackberry, I had a Blackberry as well. They were terrible as well. But the buttons on the Blackberries are so small, it was impossible to type.
They were very small, yeah. It took getting used to, didn't it?
Yeah, I think if I had used one now, it would just like not happen.
Yeah, it'd be really weird. But now we're used to these full screen tablets, aren't we?
So if you think about it on your phone, like that tablet, the button on your tablet, the QWERTY keyboard on your tablet,
still quite small.
On this, it's probably smaller than a BlackBerry.
Oh yeah, I always tap them on.
It's not smaller than a BlackBerry. Yeah. Blackberries were tiny.
Blackberries were like
tiny. They were so small. They were wider, but they weren't as the buttons were tiny.
Yeah.
I used to have a Goldberry, if anyone's interested, because my bling days go right back. You know, I used to be a bit blingy. That's where I got the whole car customization idea from, just because of being blingy. And I used to have a Goldberry. I used to have black people stop me in the street and ask me where I got it from.
Really?
Because they like the bling culture, you know.
Yeah.
Some of especially Africans, they love that bling stuff. So any of you Africans watching this, make sure you bring your car to me and get it customized, my friends.
What did you do? Get it gold plated?
So I got a gold casing off the internet, and you could basically unscrew the casing on the outside of it and replace it with the new one. So I used to unscrew it, but it didn't last that long. I mean, it lasted a few months and it would get battered. Yeah. So I'd buy a new one and do it. So it always looked fresh. And I'd walk down the street like on my Goldberry on the phone and like call it a Goldberry because it's gold instead of black. And like, you know, people, because then they brought out the white ones, didn't they?
Yeah.
You used to get a white one and a black one.
And then there was like a bluey tingy one.
And it was like the rubbish ones. And I had the gold one. So I used to call it a Goldberry. People were like, have you got a Blackberry? I'd be like, I've got a Goldberry. And they'd be like, oh, a Goldberry, what's that? And I'd pull it out and then it's bling, like proper chrome gold, you know, like really chrome reflective, like mirror gold, right? And people would love it. I'd love it. People would love it.
Whatever floats your boat.
That's my story of the Goldberry, guys. Yeah, that was back in the day. And I've been trying to search since then to get like a proper iPhone one.
You must be able to get an iPhone.
Yeah, you can get them gold plated.
You can.
They're making iPhones tougher to take apart though, aren't they?
Yeah, that's the problem. They're all hermetically sealed and like, you know, like sealed and all that stuff.
Yeah,
with
they're all
glues and
stuff now, aren't they?
And like you try and take it apart, you break it or something. You know, I'd have to get a phone shop to do it. An experienced phone shop. Yeah.
I'm just going to the Apple store. Can you make this gold?
Or wrap it gold.
You should totally wrap it.
Wrap it gold.
Dude, why did I never think of that? I need to wrap my phone, and then I'll just plot out an Apple sticker, slam it on the back over it.
Yeah, and then just get a see-through.
Hey, I've got a box.
See-through case so it doesn't damage the vinyl.
If you
could
guys
do it in any of these new colours. What are these right here?
He's plugging it. Whoa! Oh, wow. What is that? What does that say? Arjie, dare to change. Oh,
Arjie Premium Range. If you go to argievanus.co.uk, you can see this entire range. You could wrap your phone in any of these.
Is there over 100?
Yeah. Rikki, is it 100, Rikki? On the sample pack. 104.
104, wow.
So if you are interested in having 104 colours on your iPhone, one of these sample packs, is that big enough to do an iPhone, the sample?
Not quite a plus.
If you've not got a plus, a sample is enough to get your phone done. So what I would suggest is you go to argievanus.co.uk/shop, £25 for one of these sample packs.
That's less than some phone cases.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then all you need to do is pay for delivery. Okay. And you've got yourself 1,000,001. I mean, they're quite durable as well, to be fair. And you can then remove it and put on a new one. All you got to do...
like 100 days worth of new iPhones.
Oh, we're plugging this like no tomorrow here, aren't we? I can't think of a better way to do your phone here, guys.
Well, if you think about it, if you have one a week,
104
weeks. It's usually a 2-year contract.
Oh my goodness. We've got it figured out.
Yeah.
Wrap coffins, start fracking,
Imagine.
and wrap your
Don't
phones
stop fracking.
No.
in
Don't stop fracking.
argievinyls.co.uk/shop material. We've got it figured out. This podcast has been the ultimate. Our viewers and our listeners are fully informed now.
Fully informed.
I think they're informed. I think they are, they're aware.
I don't think we could do
It should
much
be.
more for them.
They're aware.
Yeah.
I think that
you
calls
can
it
wrap
a day, really.
anything.
You can wrap anything.
Yeah.
Wrap this podcast.
Should we wrap it? Let's call it a wrap.
it.
All right. Lovely having you guys join us on this podcast. It has been a slightly different one. Slightly different to normal, however. But it's been exciting. It's been lovely.
It's been a whirlwind.
It's
Tsunami, some would say.
It's been about an hour.
It's been a long time, but we've enjoyed it, guys, and it is lovely to have you here. And we wish you all the best for the next coming few days until you see us again. And when I say wish, I don't really mean wish. I just mean will. Yeah? I will you the best.
Okay.
Make sure you subscribe. Like us all on social medias with the Bentleys. Make sure you like Arjie Customs as well. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. We're all over it.
Yeah, and
us a comment.
Arjie Vinyls.
Arjie
as
Vinyls,
well.
yep.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot more content from Arjie Vinyls coming soon, so stay tuned.
Yeah, you got anything to say, Jake?
We're going to release our new RG Instagram next week, aren't we?
We are. We're bringing out a new Instagram account.
So
It's going to be at RG by Arjie Vinyls or something along those lines.
Yeah.
We're going to come up with it next week, and we're going to be posting millions of these along with a car that's done in these new colours. So you'll be able to see what it looks like actually on a vehicle.
Let us know in the comments if you could have anything at all wrapped. What would you wrap?
Yeah.
And you know what? We should do a podcast on what is rapping because people listening might not even know. So
No.
stay tuned, my friends.
coming.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.